guys, it's Nick and Jeff. Today we're going to talk about life insurance policy reviews. There's an old adage, the best way to make a life insurance salesman go away is to buy a policy.
You buy something.
You buy something. So generally we meet with folks and we see these policies that have been purchased 15, 20, 30 years ago. The policy has never been reviewed. So today we're going to try to convince you that it's time to have your policy reviewed. We think there's five main reasons. There's probably more, but we think there's five. Number one, your situation has probably changed. If you've owned that policy for 15, 20, 30 years, I would imagine your life and your financial situation is drastically different than it was then. Number two, do you have the right type of insurance? Term versus perm, whole life, universal life, index universal life, variable universal life, group universal life. There are literally dozens of different types and ways that these policies can be set up. You need to make sure that you have the right type.
So because of number one, your situation has changed, most likely number two comes into play.
Third is, do you have the right amount? More often than not, when we see policies, they have a nice, pretty round number like 500,000 or $1 million. If you go through a life insurance needs analysis, I would venture to guess that most likely that's probably not the number that you need. You may have read somewhere that you need X amount of life insurance, so that's what you did, but sometimes it's not rational as part of your plan.
One of our videos is on how to quickly, on the back of a napkin, figure out rough ballpark of how much insurance you need.
Check out life insurance needs analysis. That's shameless plug. Number four, are your beneficiaries correct? This one's dicey. We've seen ex-spouses listed.
People who are no longer with us.
Yes. And then minor children.
Or estate.
So we have lots of things that need to be updated, and that's just a simple review just to make sure that the beneficiary designations are what you want and what your plan indicates. And then five, was the policy set up correctly? More often than not,
they are not.
They are not. So that's why it's important to review them. Our next video is going to be on in-force illustration, and that's where we're going to get into more details about, is your policy set up correctly? So those are the five reasons why we think you should get out those old life insurance policies and make sure you have them reviewed.
Thank you.